You know, I don't sense. I don't sense. Am I muted?
No,
Why come I can't hear myself? I don't sense that.
you're really loud now. All of a sudden,
Yeah, I was gonna say
It
you're
is
loud as hell.
weird. Am I still loud? Am I still really loud? I don't know
Now
what's
you're
going on.
now you're good.
better
But no,
now.
I don't sense that I'm going to be doing this every night, in which I am, hey, gonna introduce you to everybody and all this. I'm not. Those of you joining us right now, we appreciate you. This is a new show, the Nightly Fix, and I will only do this one time. I'm not going to do this repeatedly. I swear before, I'm not going to do this every night. We come to you Sunday through Thursday right here, Foolish Club Media. Please like and subscribe. Go ahead and do so every night. The Nightly Fix. Myself, Ron Hughley. The hipster. I don't. I mean, you're really leaning into this at this point. Steve
It's
Serda
cold
is
in Kansas City. It's cold this weekend.
okay, but you're indoors. You don't like if you're indoors. I feel like you got a sweat rolling underneath this, and this is just the look that you're going with.
Oh,
Like
it's
Maybe it keeps the hair
cold.
down. It's a look.
Yeah,
It's a good
and
look. I like the look, Serta.
the hair's in
sure
rough
you
shape
do.
today. I did not do anything with the hair today, so I had to wear a hat or something
So
coming
you
in.
so the hair is causing you to be a hipster is what you're trying to tell me. Okay.
Ron,
All right.
that's like you telling me that I can't wear a hat right now because there's no sun out. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah, but
indoors. Like
that's
I can
it's a difference though. That hat
what?
and
It's
this
a hat.
no. By the
It's
way,
a
this is
hat.
arguing Osita right here. Big O as you see him. He'll be here nightly as well, doing whatever he does every night. But we appreciate you joining us. Nightly Fix Sunday to Thursday, as we said. No, it's a difference. It's a like that's a baseball cap. I mean, everybody wears a baseball hat. You wear a baseball hat, that's fine. That right there, that is a if he was doing it outside on the balcony, I got you. This is a look that he is trying to like no one just continues to wear that type of hat indoors without trying to put forth some sort of a look. And it's
I mean,
fine. He wants to go for he wants to go, he wants to do the you know
the
the
hipster thing.
hipster look, and it's fine. It's fine. Do you
Let him
think?
make it, man. Let him make it, man. It's a style choice. There's no form or function for it right now. He's indoors, of course. But I mean,
Yeah,
he wants to wear the hat, man. Let him wear
it's,
the hat.
I pull it off. I think it
You
looks
pull it
good.
off well.
No, I did not say you pull. I didn't say you didn't pull it off. I think you look. I do think you pull it off. I'm just saying you're really leaning into the hipster look, and that's fine. I don't know. Maybe that's your summer look. I mean, your winter at late winter look. I don't know. I mean, you're pulling it off. It's March. Do you think? But no, man, we're gonna have fun every night here, and as we said, like and subscribe. You can also on YouTube, however you're taking this in YouTube, you can have your comments there as well. We will get back with you as much as as we possibly can. Let other people know about this, but kicking this thing off, and we got some news already. We got some news right off the bat. The cheap ass Cincinnati Bengals have made a decision. We've been hearing, all right, clearly they let Trey Hendrickson go, their best defensive player, one of their best players. And I'm reading this, Steve, that here at what time is it? 10 o'clock. We're starting at 10. At 10 o'clock, the Cincinnati Bengals have decided to sign Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Chase, 4 years, 161. Right, sir. He's got to be one of the highest paid non-quarterbacks, if he's not the highest paid non-quarterback in football.
He would be the highest paid
Okay.
non quarterback in all of the NFL. I don't think he's quite over. I guess that's puts him over Myles Garrett too, which Myles Garrett just got like $40 million a year, right?
Well, if you said he would be, then I would say that. And if you were to say he would be and then
I'm
say I
adding
don't think
the
he's not
numbers in real time. I haven't done the math yet. It just happened 5 minutes ago.
well, if he is, Micah Parsons is excited even more today. And then T. Higgins, 4 years, 115, which means he is not under the franchise tag. And look, um, obviously this is the move that I think they needed to make. I don't think they had to be so cheap that they don't do anything on the defensive side of the ball. I think they probably, like most other teams, could have kept their star pass rusher, which is the hardest thing to find on defense in the NFL. Elite pass rusher like he is, 17 plus sacks the last 2 years. But Higgins and Chase was somebody they're going to take and going to have to make do with and go with. But even with Burrow, with these guys, Serda, they didn't make the playoffs with them last year. And now they lose Hendrickson. And yes, Lou is gone, and they're bringing in a new defensive coordinator. And they had some close games, but a lot of their defense was terrible. Like, I used to, and you know this, we've had conversations. I used to think the Bengals were the team that you might say, hey, if you're a Chiefs fan or if you're a Ravens fan or whatever in the AFC, that's a team you're kind of concerned or you fear of because Joe Burrow is a beast, and he has been the one who's been able to beat Mahomes and going up in Kansas City and beat them. But like the Bengals gonna have to do something more than this, right? Like I don't know that this. Obviously, this just brings back what they were last year, but I don't know if this. I definitely know this doesn't put them in the Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City range. And now, are they better than the Texans? Are they better than the Chargers?
No.
Are they, like what does this? Like, yeah, they kept these guys in, but where are they right now?
No, I think definitively they're not better than any of those teams. Their defense is probably going to be one of the worst defenses in the NFL next season. It was already bad. They have one good cornerback. They had one good pass rusher, like a decent linebacker. Like their defense was bad, and that's why they had to score a bunch of points last season to have a chance. That's why they were in all of these shootout games, and they just doubled down on it. Like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are special players, but them letting Trey Hendrickson go, they have no pass rush now. Sam Hubbard just retired. They have nobody to rush the passer, and their defense was already garbage last season. Like, as far as team building goes, this doesn't really make any sense. Like, you could have tried to trade one of those guys for assets to try to build your roster back up, like we've seen the Chiefs continuously do. And the Bengals are just doubling down and tripling down on the core that they already have on offense that managed to get them to a Super Bowl, I guess. They lost that Super Bowl, and they haven't been good since. Like, they're not a playoff team right now.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to trade any of these guys for assets or anything. But like, I just don't think they're about building their team like most teams in the NFL are. Like, it feels like they are handcuffing their own selves in a way that other teams don't do so. I think the Bengals have all the makings of being one of the best teams in the AFC. I just think their cheap ass owner is holding them back from doing that. Right? Like they have the start. Now let's see what did they do in free agency? They haven't really done anything to add to that defense. Their offense is cold-blooded. Right? They should be able to do some things, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Bengals as these two dudes get paid though. They get their money. They got their cash. Good for you, Jamar Chase. Well, I know he knew he was gonna get paid. He knew there wasn't no chance in hell that he wasn't gonna get paid. So shout out to Jamar Chase for doing this thing and getting his cash too. But listen, fellas. One, I just want to say I just took a drink of this, and I think I drank this. I forgot there was vodka in this. I mean, and I just that was an aggressive drink. That almost put me back on my ass a little bit there. Let me calm down. Just remember to sip this screwdriver real quick on them.
Baby sips, man. Baby sips.
Well, yeah, I just went after it like I had some water, and I forgot. Like, hold on now, this got a little extra action to it.
A little kick to it.
Yeah, a little kick to it. Every night on here we'll check Big O. He's an interesting fella, as you all will will notice, and he has like we have to put a little heat check on him. Like he's got some flammable takes, and we just sometimes need to take a heat check, and we'll do that nightly. I sometimes like to get a gauge on this one. I know it's the first night, so I'm a little concerned that you might try to take this to a whole nother level. So I don't want to hear it yet. I don't want to hear the heat check tonight just yet. Because I feel like you're gonna go all the way to where I don't know. You may offend some people. We may lose some listeners. That's all right. But
it'll be fine. I think what I believe is crazy and what you believe is crazy might be two different things. You know what
really,
I mean?
that concerns me.
To me, it's fine. To me, it's normal. How you feel about it, I mean, that's on you, man. That's about your life experience. You know what I mean?
Again, that comment did not make me feel any better about where I was going. That you're crazy. It may be different than my crazy. But I off the top, we had to hit the Chase and Higgins and Bengals. Just really going nowhere news, but I just want to say this is supposed to be my favorite day of the sports calendar. Selection Sunday. Oh God. Oh, I get tickled. It is one of my favorite days. Now obviously we lost Greg Gumbel this year. And we'll pour one out for Greg. But Greg's dead. Greg's gone. I guess I could have probably said that a little bit better. But Greg has passed away. I don't even
know if I realize that.
You didn't know you didn't know we lost Greg Gumbel?
I guess not. Maybe I did, and I just put it out of my mind. I don't know.
You were that hurt by it, so you just put it away. But the brackets are out, and this is supposed to be my favorite time of the year. And I had a little spark, but not the spark that I normally have. I normally record Selection Sunday like in advance. I normally record and watch it all. I'll have picked a bracket, a practice one already. But because my basketball team has been so pathetic this year, it has absolutely just taken away my excitement level for college basketball and the NCAA tournament. And I truly hate them for this. I think Kansas has been very selfish, and they have taken this from me. And it has really pissed me smooth off about it. And I just and I thought I was past this. See, since I have gotten into this business, I have been able to separate the things, and it's like, hey, all right, your team's not as good, but hey, I'm watching it for the stories. I'm watching it for the conversation. I'm watching it for the greatness. This is the sport where how good my team is and where they are dictates how much I'm into it. And it pisses me off. And I am certain that Kansas is probably going to lose in the first round. If they do somehow win, they'll definitely get their asses bombed in the second round by St. John's. And I am really down on them. Like, I have never. There's probably 3 brackets in my, I'd say 27 years that I've made brackets in which I have not found Kansas into the Final Four. Like just, I don't care how bad they've been. I can convince myself. I am having a hard time convincing myself that they win a game in this thing. And it has just ruined it for me. Just in my thought process of this thing. And I want to have fun because it is great. Like Thursday is going to be amazing. One of the greatest days where all these games happen and all these games are on TV and all this. It's going to be a great day.
They're a 7 seed? My God.
Shut up, Serda. You know that I told you, like they are. Yes, they are a 7 seed. Yes, they have not been. They have not been below.
I haven't looked at a bracket at all night, so I'm just now looking at it for the first.
Hold on, you haven't looked at a bracket?
No, it's the first time I've looked at a bracket.
That's the first. So that's the first. Osita, have you looked at a bracket?
I'm looking at it right now.
This is that's the first time you've looked at a bracket?
Just looking for my boys. Where my boys at? Where the Cougs at?
For you to even have to ask, I'm looking for my boys, and where are the Cougs at?
Midwest.
They're the number one seed. Have been one of the best teams in college basketball.
Exactly. That's why I don't have to worry about them.
Are you guys American? You don't look at brackets? This is.
I will eventually. Selection Sunday doesn't do anything for me anymore. I don't really have any allegiance to any colleges, and so I used to be a KU fan growing up, but I have let that kind of slide away, and I don't really follow college basketball anymore. I got too many things going on to care about college basketball.
I'm glad you grew up. I'm glad you've grown up and just kind of
It's an inferior product, but I'll watch some tournament games. We have fun during the NCAA tournament game. I'm probably gonna blindly gamble on some tournament games because it's fun, and that'll get me into the NCAA tournament a little bit this season. But overall, I probably wouldn't have looked at a bracket until like Wednesday if it wasn't for this show tonight.
Ooh, hush mouth from Ron. That's a first. That's a first. He must be really feeling this. I'm noticing that you go for it.
I almost want to end the nightly fix right here. Like, I almost don't want to do the show with you. What are you talking about? Oh, I was going to look at one. You weren't even going to look. So are you even going to do? Are you guys even going to do a bracket?
I definitely didn't do one last year.
You didn't do a bracket last year?
No, but I usually just wait until Thursday, like when the real games start, and then I'll spread some bets across the weekend or whatever. I used to do a bracket draft, which that was a lot more fun than just filling out brackets, but we don't really do that anymore because none of my friends pay attention to the March Madness, really.
See, I really want to tell you my truth, Ron, but I feel like you might have a stroke if I tell you.
No, I want to hear it now. No, you can't do that now. You can't, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. To alert, don't show me the ass and then take it away from me. Now that you've said, I wanted to. Now I've got to hear it. What is it? Because
Ron, okay. Well, I'm glad you're sitting down.
I just want you all to know, like, I am at a loss of words from both of you right now. Like, Serda, you didn't even fill out a bracket last year. All right, let me. I won't get mad. I promise.
Okay, you won't get mad. Okay, Ron, have never filled out a bracket. Never, not once.
In your entire life? Wow.
In my entire life. Yeah. I abstained. I watched some games. But I've just never really taken out the time to put pen to paper and see if my wishful thinking and manifestation skills actually work.
I did when
no. Shut up, Serda. I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I don't know why you're doing this right now. How old are you? 34?
Just turned 34.
You just turned 34. And because of your past 5 minutes, I am not going to wish you happy birthday on here. I don't believe you. In 34 years on this earth, you have never participated in a bracket.
Nope. It's not my thing, Ron.
I don't think anybody, the 8 people listening to this right now, I don't think anybody believes you. I know JC doesn't believe you.
Not believe him.
This is why. What are you trying not to? This is one of the biggest, like this isn't even a deal of, like, you are, I would say, a casual sports fan. Is that a fair way to dub you?
That's a fair assessment.
This right here is one of the number, if not, I would say, on the medal stand of what a casual sports fan is into. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, somewhere is attending Super Bowl parties or filling out a bracket. Like, those are 1, 2 on the casual fan docket. That right there. And to think that I'm certain you have attended Super Bowl parties. Now, you may have not given a damn to a game, but you have attended Super. I just don't believe there is anybody on the planet over the age of 10 who has never filled out. My son has been filling them out since he was 4. I've never even heard of that. Like, Serda, come on, that's weird as hell for a casual person, for an American who have never filled out. And this fool came out saying, "Where are my guys? Where are the Cougs?" What do you mean, where are the Cougs? You're no fan.
From Houston. I'm from Houston. I got to be a fan. They're killing it right now. You know, they're my guys. They're my guys right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I've never even heard of, like, that must be your heat check. I'm assuming that there can't be anything worse.
No. That's nowhere near my heat check.
I need another.
My heat check is much worse. Much worse.
I need another drink. I am floored by this. Like, I honest to God, you know what? I want you to go out because I have a bet. I'll put 100 on it. I bet you that you could not go out, and if you went and asked 100 people, have you ever filled out a bracket? Like, anywhere you ever worked, if you ever filled out a March Madness bracket, I bet you won't find 2 out of 100 that would say, "No, I never have."
Okay. 2 out of 100? Are you really? You want to shake on that?
I disagree. I feel like you're overestimating how much
Serda,
people actually care about the NCAA tournament.
Let me make my money real quick.
This is not even a care. Like, and honestly, I think obviously you've proven to be a liar. So you're a liar here. And because you're lying right now.
Proven to be a liar.
Yes, you've filled out a bracket before. I don't know why you're coming on here and saying this, man. But I need to have, like, some proof, because there is no chance in hell. Like, if you went out and you asked 100 people, just went out random 100 people, adults, whatever, 100 people. Have you ever filled out a bracket for March Madness? Male, female, whatever. I am certain 98 out of 100 would say yes.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you up on the bet. I'm going to find, let's say I'll find like 50 people, because 100's it's a large sample size, but I will go out this weekend. And find 50 people and ask all 50 people if they've filled out a bracket before. And what's the rule? If I get more than how many? I get $100?
Same thing. I bet you 48 out of 50 will say they have. I bet you 48. My man JC, thank you. Ron is 1,000% right on this. You're crazy. You're crazy on this. My daughter has filled out 3. She's 8, and she's done them by colors. Like, it's.
I'm not even little crayons.
I'm not kidding. Like, and I'm talking pre-COVID. That was the office thing. People in the office would just fill them out. I am floored. I am floored by by the thought of this. I can't even. I didn't think that Kansas could make me more depressed about this tournament until you just walked in here and just said, "I've never filled out one." And Serda, I'm used to being disappointed in you.
You're going to be really upset when Kansas won the national championship a couple years ago. I didn't care, obviously, because it doesn't make a difference to me. But I did get a hotel room in Lawrence and spend the weekend in Lawrence so I could just, like, drink and party for the national championship game.
That's fine. I was in New Orleans. I was in New Orleans for it. That's all right. I went to the Final Four that year. I just wow, that's insane. By the way, if anyone cares, I got Florida as the national champion. They're the best team in college basketball. My man Jay Billis had a great line. They're like Noah's Ark. They got two of everything, and they are a dominant team. Them and Duke to me seem like the two best teams. I will say this, Osita. I know you don't know anything about them, but I do have Houston in my Final Four as well. So I do like U of H rolling through.
As you should. Go Cougs.
Good, tough team. I like Kelvin Sampson. Kelvin Sampson's their coach. I like Kelvin Sampson. I am just like I almost walked off. If it wasn't for the first, I almost just walked off. I'm afraid to go here, but why not? While you're on a roll here, let's get Big O's heat check. What's the heat check tonight?
All right, heat check tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 seasons, y'all. I give it 2 seasons till Bill Belichick and his girlfriend have. Yeah, look at that photo. Look at that photo. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. So beautiful. Look at the yoga, acro yoga. His legs are all strong.
That's not real.
Her back's arched. That was today. I think that was today on his Twitter or Instagram or something like that.
I think it was either yesterday or this morning. Yeah.
I woke up to that. That's what I woke up to this farce of a relationship. I give it 2 seasons till one of these Tar Heels, one of these young studs, grab this little 20-something-year-old, and we're gonna get. I know you're afraid. I know you should be scared. We're gonna get some sort of crazy audio of Bill Belichick saying some wild shit. I promise that. I give it 2 seasons. You can't walk around with something like that, with that hot piece of just look at that. Just look at that. Look at how graceful. Look at that back arch, dude. Look at that. You think he can handle that? You think Bill's doing that right? You think he's handling that right?
Well, no,
he must be. I
can't. He must be. Yeah.
No, that's
there's not enough testosterone.
Bill's always been a weirdo though, because Bill was never. I don't even know if Bill Belichick was ever actually married. He's always just been somebody who kind of bounces around and like dates, and he's in his 70s. Now, this is the youngest woman that he's ever publicly dated by far, but Bill's always been a weird guy. He's always had something working for him off the football field.
See,
I don't know about that, man.
The crazy thing that you just said, Serda, which is wild to me, is no, this does not mean that he is handling it well. There are a lot of guys that are with younger women. That does not mean that they're handling it well just because they are with and still with those older men. She is just suffering through whatever it is that Bill is giving her that she is not getting from the right spots. And she is just using the financial part of it to get over it. There is no way that Bill Belichick is satisfying that young lady from a sexual standpoint. There is no chance. And do I believe there is a cocky guy, a cocky cat in that locker room that understands that I am a year-to-year guy and that I can bounce and leave anytime I want, that I don't need Bill Belichick to get me on the field maybe this year, but next year, yes, I can go in there, and if I got a shot to get a little target practice on this young tender,
yes,
and to know that, hey, I could be at North Carolina State next year because I don't have with getting in the portal, hit it and bang in the portal, and I can bang right in. Oh, and there are multiple guys that are on the North Carolina football team and the basketball team right now and baseball team right now that are all gonna try to win that bet. Gonna try to get that.
Just waiting. He's gonna bring that around the locker room.
I gotta get
to the galas, to the team dinners and team. Like, nah, bro, you can't.
I gotta get a close up shot. I gotta get a close up shot because I wonder what her type is. It's
Bill Belichick.
No, it's not.
You're lying to yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't lie to these people.
I don't know why.
I don't know this young woman's background, but I do believe that I think she had been in some relationships before with like older men prior to this relationship with the NFL's greatest head coach.
She gonna get paid. That don't like. Yeah, this hot number. Yeah, There's a baseball. I got another shot here. There's most definitely this one here, this little number here on this one. There is a baseball. She looks like she's into a solid pitcher. Don't see. How can I do this race free? Don't see. Don't see anybody from the basketball program.
Hey, you never know with the brunette like that. You never know, sir. You never know. Trust me.
I'm not saying she couldn't get tripped up. I'm just saying she that looks like a pitcher. That looks like a strong starting pitcher, a lefty too. Maybe a quarterback. I'm
going to say a center
from the 90s. A tight end. A white one. I'm going
to say she wants a 6'5" black man around, maybe 250 pounds, lives in Houston, Texas, wears gold chains, has a nice little thick beard, couple of tattoos, very handsome, strikingly handsome, classically handsome though.
I think Danielle Hunter could trip her up. If that's what you're talking about, Danielle Hunter. I think he could trip her up, but I think she seems like she prefers a Garrett Cole. Like that looks like her type if she does get tripped up. But no, I think that is completely on board. There is no way that she is satisfied. When you look at those two, like
I disagree. I think Bill's got it in him. I think you haven't been a bachelor greatest head football coach of all time, living the life that Bill Belichick has and be terrible at sacks. Like even at his age, I think Bill's still pulling it off.
I think you're lying, dog. That's crazy.
Like
that's
again,
all the work, man. I don't think somebody in the 70s. There's not enough testosterone in the world, man. There is not. Look at his legs struggling. Look at those guys struggling to carry that lady, dog. You think he makes the backbone?
Listen, first off, this is impressive. I didn't think Bill had this in him to be able to hoist her up like that.
Man, she can't be more than like $110, $120. It'll be all right.
Bill still exercises.
But Steve, he is not a sexual savant. All right, he is not. He is not tearing her apart. There has been no.
There's that picture of him like in Boston where he got caught like sneaking out of somebody's house without a shirt on like a few years ago. Like Bill is that guy.
No, he has the ability to get dubs, but there has never been a point in my life that I have looked at Bill Belichick and said, that guy can fuck. There has never ever been a point that I have ever looked at Bill Belichick and thought that. Like Mike Tomlin, I bet Mike Tomlin can shake the dresser drawers up in somebody's house. Like I don't think Sean McVay is good. I think he's going to give a great effort. I don't think he's good. Right? DeMeco Ryans, I look at him, pound town. DeMeco looks like he can put it on him.
You don't think Sean McVay can do? Sean McVay is in fantastic shape. He's a young man. You don't think Sean McVay's got it in him?
He's short. No, I don't. I think he gives it a good effort. I do. I think he gives a good effort. I think he is I think he's putting a lot of effort into the foreplay. But I don't think he is somebody that can go to work. Andy Reid, excellent coach.
Andy Reid,
Excellent
Okay,
coach.
thank you.
Never
Okay,
thought
right.
Andy Reid could have sex. Right? I don't look at Andy Reid and think Andy Reid. That's somebody who can make it work. Sean Payton. I bet Sean Payton can go. I bet he can go. Kevin O'Connell. Bet he is great. I bet he can rock and roll with him. Bill Belichick.
How long is this list of coaches you think can fuck, dude? This is a crazy.
As they're coming in my head,
crazy list, dog.
as they're coming in my head, Jim Harbaugh, I think he's amazing.
As they're what? That's wild. Okay.
A bit aggressive. Jim's a bit.
Jim's in that case in all facets of life.
Yes, he's aggressive and we'll let it ride. But I'm just saying, like, I don't believe you look at him and think, yeah, Bill Belichick. Right? Like, you don't look at Charlie Weiss. You think Charlie Weiss is a sexual deviant? Go look up Charlie Weiss.
No, but nobody thinks that about Charlie Weiss. Bill Belichick.
Nobody thinks about that of Bill Belichick.
Hey, who was that old announcer that got in trouble for biting women back in the day?
I think it's Marv Albert. Marv Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Out
Marv.
there just biting motherfuckers. Just
Had the rug. Had the rug too. Yeah, he was a bit of a freak. Like just because you have the access doesn't mean it's good. Like I'm telling you, she does not roll over in his life. Whoa. Whew. Man, Bill, I can't walk. No, she's died. There's no
the
chance.
only stroke game I think of when I think of Bill Belichick requires hospitalization. That's all I'll say.
Oh, well, you didn't have to go that far.
Hey, I mean, he's an older gentleman. You know what I mean?
He
has a very stressful job. You know,
he does. He does.
And
he has
he's
a very
got
stressful job.
The more stressful job of going
now
to
he's
a college football program now.
Oh, is that the job I was talking about? Pleasing that woman. That's a pretty stressful job, man. That's hard work, bud. You know what I mean? That's.
Nah, he just got to just keep that bank account right. He'll please her.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's a good one. We won't forget the very first Big O's heat check because that was it. Bill Belichick. No, there is no chance in hell. Bill Belichick is.
I'd like to state this for the record. You agreed with me, Ron.
Oh,
you agreed with this heat check,
no,
which means you're just as big of a deviant as I am, sir.
Yeah,
so
no, it was. I think it was a very fair one. I just. I was a little concerned on how you were going to get there with it and how you're going to get us in arriving to Bill Belichick with this young lady. But no, I think it's a very fair assessment. I think Bill's thinking about it all the time. I would be surprised if that's one of the first things that happens in the meeting. No
fraternization. Like
trying to bang my girlfriend. None of it. By the way, I hope you two understand and know this. One of you guys are going to get married soon. I don't know which one it is, but anybody who hosts a show with me very quickly gets married. I am 2 for 2 in the last 2 shows. I have walked in with guys having girlfriends that then became engaged and then got married. Oddly enough, I wore the same suit to both of those weddings. And they fit very differently in both of those weddings. But Josh Vernier, shout out to Josh Vernier. He had him a girlfriend when we started our show. Ended up marrying her within the first year of the show. Clint Sterner, shout out to Clint Sterner, had him a girlfriend. Ended up getting married within the first year of the show. So
damn, all right, you're 2 for 2 then.
Yeah, and it will happen again. So one of you, good luck. And hope you're excited and ready, but I don't know which one of it is, but one of you guys are going to get married.
You know, oddly enough, I don't know if you remember this, but not one of the first times that we worked together, but there was a time that we were working, for the station and stuff like that. And you were just like, look, man, I'm just trying to get invited to your wedding. And I was just like, what? I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not. He was like, nah, man, look. I'm trying to get our relationship to the point where you will invite me to your wedding. I was like, okay, yeah, I bet.
He's been telling me for years that he wants to be like the 4th or 5th groomsman in my wedding.
I understood when I came in. Like I know I can't I don't have enough time to make up to be a groomsman in yours, Osita, so I'm just trying to get invited.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
I actually thought about it. I thought about it the other day. I was just like, you know what? I think Ron could be up there. He'd be cool. He'd tell some funny jokes.
Hey man,
You know what I mean?
don't play with my emotions.
Hey,
I knew
man,
at
I
the
got you.
time I knew at the time at Serda I had a chance to get to the 4 or 5 spot, play my cards right. Maybe if some other friends could kind of fall apart, I could maybe get to the 3 spot. So I knew that. I'm just telling you where we are. Like, it's going to happen. I'm 2 for 2. The last 2 new shows I've started, bam, they've gotten married. So I'm just saying, look out. And when it happens, when the engagement happens, don't sit there and say I didn't tell you. I didn't warn you. The audience warned you. It's going to happen. By the way, Deshaun Watson looks like he got engaged this weekend.
Good for him. Good for him.
Did you go good for him?
Yeah, man.
Is that the photo you have with Deshaun Watson getting engaged?
Just looking so solemn and just like just stoic, just
In a helmet. He gets, hey man. So he's engaged. I saw it. Him and his lady, Jilly, they got engaged. She said, future Mrs. Watson. Shout out to him still being able to pull an engagement off after everything that surrounded him.
Hey man, in a life riddled with controversy, sometimes you need a little boost for the next huge one. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
I'm not wishing him a congratulations.
Yeah, for the next big one, for the next one that takes the house. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. How do you think, to Deshaun, how do you think life is going for him right now? Because like if you go to his IG and you can see right there he has gotten engaged. If you go to his IG, like it would appear like, hey, baby, I'm living good, baby. Big cars, big trips, got my lady, all that. But if you say out loud, it is hard to believe. Like, how do you think life is for him right now? You think he's good? You think he's in a good place in life right now? Because if you look at it, it could be a real depressive state. He keeps getting hurt. Now, yes, he got paid all this money, but I mean, his name and maybe his family name is in the toilet, right? Justin Tucker's not even anywhere close to being talked about like he is. He's in the toilet. Most people, like right now, when you think, if I say to the name of Deshaun Watson on a count of 3, I want to hear both of you. The first thing that comes to your mind, Deshaun Watson. 1, 2, 3, go.
Assault.
Worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
Allegation.
Okay. Those are the 2 things right there. Okay. Serda did not participate. Seemed like he waited an additional 2 seconds before he answered.
No, there was lag. There was a little lag.
Just talk over each other. It would sound good.
Osita, what I wanted you to. Osita goes assault. And later, what did you say? What did you say? Allegations. Assault and allegations. And then Serda, of course, thinking football, said worst starting quarterback in the NFL. Those are the things that are talked about him. And I will tell you right now, in my mind, I would think Deshaun would wish that Serda's comments was more talked about him and was the first thing you thought of. I don't think that is it. I think for most people, this is what Osita had to say is that he is allegations, that something's up with him. But honestly, if you look, how do you think life is? Because he has gotten paid. You think he's good?
I think it's okay to. I mean, if you're talking about Instagram, of course he's going to show the best sides of himself, the best days that he has, and stuff like that. But day to day, he's probably constantly thinking about how much he sucks and how much his name has been dragged through the mud. You know what I mean?
Sorry, finish.
No, go for it.
Oh, and I was just gonna say though, like I think he's a delusional person. Like I think that he still believes in his mind that he has done nothing wrong, and and then everybody's rooting for his downfall, because there's players on the Browns who have come out and openly said like, oh, like we were asked because of him, because he's terrible, but he would never accept blame for his mess ups on the field. And he would just constantly blame other people for things. Like he would never accept any accountability, and nobody on the team likes him, but the Browns have paid him all of this money that they're just handcuffed to the contract. And so they're stuck with him, and literally no one in the organization likes him. I don't think Myles Garrett likes him, but then Myles Garrett said, fine, you're going to make me the highest paid player, non-quarterback in NFL history. Fine, I'll stay here. But like, I don't think his teammates like him, because I think he's a delusional person who refuses to accept accountability for anything that he's done up to this point in his life.
Yeah, see, he's getting paid, but nobody. I don't know, delusion. That I mean, I don't know. He's a completely different person. He appears to be a completely different person than what we were seeing from his years at Clemson to those years in Houston with the Texans. He just seemed to be like he was the ultimate like leader guy. He was the dude that, as I would always say, owners don't have to worry about with a quarterback or whatever you trust. But now, man, there is no way that he cannot be in a place of, even with all the money he's getting, like your name is run through the mud, which means your parents and your family's name is run through the mud, which did seem, at least his mother, did seem to be very important to him growing up. And I would imagine still is. Everybody, when people sees you, look at you and think, at the very least, dude, something's off with dude. Like all the stuff about you, about the little towel and all the nasty allegations that were read against you, and that's what people are thinking when they see you. And then when you get on the field, that was at least the one place you could go. And now, as Serda said, like he looks like he just cannot play football anymore, anywhere near the way that he used to, and now he keeps getting hurt. Right? He had the season-ending injury 2 years ago, and then last year he hurts the Achilles, and then he ruptures it again, in rehab, right? And there is nothing that has to be healthy or good. I just think it's impossible to have all of that surrounding you and you be in a place where you're like, oh man, I'm good. Like, yeah, man, look at all this money I make. Unless you are truly somebody who is all about money, right? Like, and I just don't think you get that sense. Like, you cannot have your name ruined. You cannot be just absolute garbage at a profession that you have worked so hard to be good at, that now you have embarrassed yourself and so many people off the field and on the field, and then just be good. There's just no chance. So I do think, for me, gun to my head, heart, or scrotum, I would believe like he's putting on a front on what he wants us to see. And I feel, and I know many people don't want to feel better. I just can't believe he's dealing with it properly.
I mean, flowers can grow out of concrete. As the great Rihanna says, we found love in a hopeless place. Okay. The two things can coexist is what I'm trying to say. He can be having what seems like a cursed life from God himself, with all the allegations and the injuries and just being a terrible, awful quarterback, and somehow kind of figure out one of the harder things to do in life, find a partner. Or this could all just, like I said, be the setup for an even bigger life implosion in the form of him maybe getting married to the wrong person, and just like it'll be like another thing of his great downfall of Deshaun Watson.
That's the scary thing, Osita and Serda. You probably jump. Is this
I like car crashes.
This thing can get worse. Like
He
it's
can't.
not
They
like
can
it's
always
not
get hurt.
like
I just hope I hope he's saving the money because he's not good at football anymore, and it has been enjoyable to watch his downfall as a football player. And now tears his Achilles last year, and then I guess injured his Achilles again. Did they ever confirm that he might have torn his Achilles again this offseason because he's walking around with that boot?
he
Um,
retore it.
Yeah, so he might not even be available to play next season. Like, and after this, I don't think anybody's just gonna sign him. Like, once the Browns finally bite the bullet and offload his contract, like, I think he's done playing in the NFL in all likelihood because he hasn't put anything on tape in years that suggests he's capable of being a starting caliber NFL quarterback anymore. And he's done nothing but tank the Browns. Like that's not a guy that teams would have any kind of interest in bringing into their organization. And also he refuses to take accountability for any of the things that have put him in the situation that he's currently in.
No, listen, I know we've already had Big O's heat check, but based off like what you just said, Serda, I'm not sure if Deshaun is ever going to play again in the NFL. Like I'm not even saying like as you just said, I'm not sure. No, I mean ever again, because he's torn his Achilles. I think him then re-tearing it, I think potentially puts him out for the year. And I don't think that he is going to get another opportunity as a starting quarterback outside of the Browns. I don't like he's put on so much bad football. I don't think a team will take a chance at him. How old is Deshaun? Is he 30? It's got to be. Him and Mahomes came out in the same year, so he's got to be closing on 30.
Just now 30, I would think.
Listen, I don't, and the reason why I said I don't think he's going to play in the NFL again is Osita. The one thing NFL teams
be 30 at the start of next season.
Yeah. The one thing NFL teams don't want is drama. Now, if you're good enough, they'll deal with some drama if you're good enough. You know who they really don't want drama from? Their backup quarterback. And Deshaun Watson, who I think potentially, if he gets back, could be a capable backup when you compare him to other backup quarterbacks. Hell, Carson Wentz was a backup. Compare him to other backup quarterbacks. Could he get in? Could he be one of the top, 60, 70 quarterbacks in the NFL? Yeah. But nobody wants that baggage with him. Like nobody. So if he won't get another shot as a starting quarterback, I don't think anybody will take him as a backup quarterback because hell, I'm not even sure the allegations are done. They still keep coming up. There's one, I'm sure there was one that came up this year. They still come up. So if I would be more inclined to bet that he won't ever play in the NFL again.
I mean, that's fine with me. He was legitimately, by like every metric that we use to measure quarterback play, he was legitimately the worst starting quarterback in the NFL last year. And that's even with guys like Kirk Cousins, who legitimately can't move anymore. Like all they can do is drop back 3 steps and try to throw the ball, and they have no arm strength and stuff. Deshaun Watson, by every metric, was legitimately the worst starting quarterback in the league last year, and he doesn't deserve to be on the football field at this point.
No, he's not good enough. But he can't be good. Like I would be shocked to think that he's at the crib every night, sitting back. Life is good. And I know he's getting engaged.
Saying we should go check on him. Should we go check on him real quick? And see
I hope somebody has checked on him, but I'm just saying, there's just no way Like, not all the money can save that. And as Serda said, is he got to figure out what the hell he gonna do after he stops playing.
He's
Because
getting
after,
married. That's what he's gonna do.
no, I know he's getting married, but I'm
He's
talking
getting
about
married.
now. Where's that income gonna come from now?
Maybe his wife's got some money. What's she do?
She's an artist.
Oh God, he's fucked. He's cooked.
She's a singer. Yeah.
Cooked. Is she a big
She's
singer?
No. I mean, you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, I think you would have known if Deshaun Watson was dating Shakira.
Yeah. Shakira is like your version of a big singer. That's what you go to.
I mean, that would be a big deal for him right now.
Shakira is very popular.
Shakira is pretty popular, but that's just your first thought being Shakira. It's like, I'm like, is she a big singer? You're just like, oh yeah, Shakira. Just like that's like saying like Nelly Furtado or something like that. That's just a weird.
But even if I said Nelly Furtado, you could have just moved past it. There was nothing wrong with Shakira. Why
would I let you make it? Why would I let you make it? Why would I do that, Ron?
Shakira is very popular across the world.
She did get more popular as she got that divorce and stuff like that, and people realize her hips still don't lie at however old she is. You know what I mean? But it's still a weird pick. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Deshaun is her type, especially the Deshaun from the last several years.
You're all about types, man. Like people don't. I mean,
that was a singer's name that came into my mind.
Bill Belichick's girl's type is a pitcher. Hey, love is love, man.
Clear. I mean, if you could look at that, I can see in her eyes she's a right-handed starting pitcher. Big, 6'4".
I'm interested to see what you think I'm going to land with, and like what kind of girl I'm going to get.
I've got some thoughts.
You got some thoughts?
I've got some thoughts. I'll keep them reined in until I'm ready to give it through. But I got some thoughts. Hey, by the way, I will find BK at some point. Check us out, showing BK each and every Friday during the football season, right here on Foolish Club Media. BK has been somebody who is a grown adult who goes to Disney World and believes it is not only the happiest place on earth, but it is the place that he just swears by.
He's not like one of these like psycho Disney people. I don't think.
I don't know, man.
I think they love it. Like him and
hold on. Describe a psycho Disney person.
There's these people that like that they live their whole lives for Disney. Like everything in their life is built around Disney, and I don't think they're like that. Have they been to Disney World a lot? Yes, they've been to since I've known Brandon Kiley. I feel like he's been to Disney World 8-9 times.
Oh wow! No, that's a Disney adult. That's a Disney adult. I'm sorry.
I think you're cutting it short. I think they were going to Disney for 3 to 5 times a year, or like early on. No, they were going a lot, and they don't go as much because that kid got in the way, but they still make their way out. Their kid got in the way.
Now that they have a child, they don't go to Disney as much.
He's really young, so they haven't been able to go as much. Like he's really young. I think they've only gone once or twice since they had the kid. But listen. Listen, we had fun. We took the kids down. We had them at a good age, 11, 8, and 5. Like, it was cool. Grandparents came down. Hey, good time. Let me tell you something. Maybe it's different when you're taking kids or adults. I don't know. I saw people that were there without kids, and maybe they weren't as in rough a shape as I was, but they were still walking a lot. That is an endurance test. That is you better be hydrated. You better keep enough water on deck. You better eat. You better do something. And you almost got to treat it like Vegas, and you got to shorten up the days. I went down there from Sunday to Friday. And I was between 17,000 and 22,000 plus steps every one of the days that we went out there. We went to Magic Kingdom on Sunday. I'm sorry, we got there Saturday to Friday. We went to Magic Kingdom on Sunday, 7:30 to 6:30. We were out there. And I mean, I had some good shoes. And I got to the car. I got to the tram that took us back. And I got to the car. And my shoes, I was driving illegally with my shoes off. Right. I mean, I'm in socks driving back. I just had to sit down in the Airbnb and just fault it. Then the next day, we went up to Hollywood Studios, and I clocked in another 20,000 steps, struggling, hurting, in pain. Then the next day, we went to Animal Kingdom, and I fought it again. And I'm telling you, by day 3, I was in a whole host of trouble. I was in a bad place. I'm fine, and I'm finding seats every chance I get. I sat on so many curbs. I sat on benches. We waited in lines. We waited all this, hurt myself. Shout out to my youngest, my 5-year-old, is the first Hughley kid to ride a roller coaster. I don't think he knew what he was getting into. He was just tall enough to get on the ride, but he rode Everest. And midway into that bad boy, in the dark part of that cave, he said, I want to get off. We said, too late for that. And then we finished it off. And this is a hell of a roller coaster to go for your first one at 5. But he said he enjoyed it and then later said he did not enjoy it. But I am hurt. Thursday, we took a day off from the parks. Decided, hey, on our day off, we're going to go to the pool. Okay. 4 or 5 hours of that, just beating myself down. I did, however, have somewhere around 6 or 7 daiquiris and topped it off with a Corona. I'm drinking. The first day, Magic Kingdom, they didn't have liquor. The other places, I had them. And then the next day, the final one, we're going to go to Universal. At Universal, I rode the Incredible Hulk. That damn thing nearly gave me a concussion, and I was in a bad place anyway there. And I walk, and we got to walk back to the car. And fellas, we got up to that escalator to get us finally to the parking lot. And I felt like my legs were going to go. Like I was like, I don't have much more. If I don't get some water in me. And I finally got in that car. And I mean, my body felt like I had played a Thursday night football game. What if the Chiefs and the Texans and the Steelers and Ravens do when they played those three games in 10 days?
In like 10, 12 days or something like that.
Yeah, 10 days. I felt like my body felt like I did that. I was at a fight, man. I mean, I have just now gotten the normal feeling of my feet and my legs. I'm telling you, listen, we had a good time. We rode some rides.
Vacations are as you get older.
No, it's not.
You just got to grind it out. You just got to grind it out.
That's not a vacation.
Sounds like an ultra marathon.
It was.
Like you just have you seen?
I swear to God, I felt like I was taking off the yellow jacket from the Tour de France after I was finished. That's what I felt like I was at the end of, walking at the end. And I'm telling myself, I'm trying to walk up. My kids weren't playing around. I asked my son, I said, you all right? As we was walking up towards the end, he said, no, I'm not all right. I said, God, me either, man. We gonna make it. Oh, man. I mean, it was
newborn giraffe legs. Like
it was wobbling. Oh, I did. That is great. I mean, that was a fight, man.
Oh man.
That was a fight. Then I caught the flu, I believe. That was a fight, man. Listen, it's good times. And again, maybe BK done it different as an adult, and maybe adults kind of hug this thing different, but that I couldn't believe. I remember I got done day 2. I said, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get through the rest of this if it's like this. I'm in here psyching myself up, boy, and I could feel it, boy. I'm just like, and I mean, it was just tactics. Every time I sat down, I never put my feet down. I always had my feet so the balls of my feet were up, and I could get rest. That's how bad it was. I mean, and by
like
the way,
how you had to develop a strategy to keep blood flow going. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like to make sure the extremities were good.
So whenever you two go, just keep it in mind, and maybe you'll think I'm soft or something. But good God Almighty, that was hell on earth. Oof.
Well, we're glad you made it back, man. We're glad you're alive. You went to the childhood Mecca and made it back.
There's no way I could have done another day. I could not have done another day. There's no way, no chance. And I gave it everything I had. I did. I left it all out on the field, all out of those damn things. I left it all out. I really did.
That's hilarious.
All right, Osita, can you tell us a little story? You said it's an interesting story about your first time.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's first time of sex. I want to let's hear.
Oh, that first time. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
first
Yeah,
time.
my bad.
First,
Thought you were talking about the first time I had a cannoli. That was a life-changing experience.
me too. God, they're so good.
So good.
Oh
so
my
good.
God. Have you ever been to Cinzetti's, Serda? It's like on the Kansas side.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to just devour those anymore. God, I don't know if buffets still exist.
Everybody likes a good cannoli.
Everyone loves a good cannoli.
But no,
the first time
you
loves
got
a good
nasty.
sex story.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's a tale as old as time, y'all.
Oh hell, Beauty and the Beast.
Girl. So who's the beat? Calm down. Anyway, boy meets girl. Birds and the bees.